it's officially been 6 months since I did my debt confession video, sharing with you that I will be restarting my debt-free journey in 2025. So I thought today would be a perfect day to do a 6-month debt-free journey update and tell you guys what exactly has been going on and where I'm at with my debt. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have everything written on this notebook paper so I can stay on track. So the very first debt that I actually have, and I'm going to be listing this debt off from the highest amount that I owe to the lowest amount that I owe. So starting off with the most expensive debt I actually have, which is this house. Now, I purchased my house in August of 2024. I bought this house at $279,000. In January of 2025, when I sat down and I wrote everything out, I owed $273,161.83. At the time of filming this video, I owe $271,556.36. Now, my mortgage is going up, or it has already went up. My escrow was shortage. I did not know that I was supposed to be putting extra money towards the escrow, being that August to December, or however they do the taxes on the house and stuff like that. I don't know what actually happened, where it went wrong, things like that. Only thing that I've been told, and from learning on TikTok and learning, through everybody else's experiences, is that, the school's taxes goes up, your house goes up, your value on your house goes up. And what I realized today when I logged in to see the amount that I can sell my house at, and right now currently on my mortgage website, it's saying that I can sell my house for $295,000, which puts me in a positive. So I absolutely love that I am gaining equity in this house. If I do, decide to sell it anytime soon, I can get that amount of money potentially. So I don't know what's going to be going on with the house. My plan is to try to send some additional money over there to try to get the balance, put the money towards the principal so I can get the house paid off quicker. Another thing that I'm planning on doing is sending money towards the escrow, because I don't know how you're supposed to prepare for the taxes on the house by the end of the year to make sure that you're not in the negative. It's like, how do you prepare for something that you don't know what the amount is gonna be? It's like a guessing game. But since I didn't have the house the whole entire time, and I bought the house based on the previous owner's taxes, in the beginning of the year they have to reassess everything, and it's based upon what you got the house at, and then I guess that will cause the house to be in the negative, which I was unaware. So if you decided to buy a house, I would say make sure that you are putting some extra money towards the escrow account, so you won't be like me and having your mortgage go up $500. Crazy. The next highest debt that I actually have are my student loans. And I have about 10 or 11 separate student loans, but I'm going to be combining them together and giving you the total amount. So in January of 2025, I started off with $40,240. At the time of filming this video, I'm at $40,239.99. So only one penny. It's like, girl, what y'all do with that penny? If y'all can take a penny away, y'all can take the whole $40,000 away. But I have applied for the student loan forgiveness. I'm in deferment right now, and then I also am applying for the public safety forgiveness or something like that. Somebody at my job told me that they got their loans forgiven because they had been at the post office for 10 years, or have 10 years in public service. And I also have the same. I used to work at the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, and I did 3 years there. And I've also been at the post office. In September would be 10 years. So hopefully I will qualify for the same thing, and I can get these loans forgiven. I was waiting to apply for that loan forgiveness because I knew I was trying to buy a house. And if I'm being honest, the student loans are kind of like helping my credit score because they are the longest item that I had on my credit report, and they're in good standing. It's not like I'm behind on my student loans or anything like that, because they are in deferment. So technically they are actually really helping my credit score at this point. Now let's move on to the credit cards, because I only have three different things, y'all. Well, 4 different things. I have a house, I have the student loans, I have credit cards, and then I have a collection account. So let's get into the top credit card, which is my Navy Federal credit card. I share this credit card with someone, and we send the money out of our joint account. So my Navy Federal credit card, at the beginning of the year, I started off with a balance of $9,517.36. And as of filming this video, I'm at $9,240.93. And this is my biggest, largest credit card. And I said by the summertime, I wanted to start focusing more on it, putting more money on it. However, it has really been a challenge with paying off something more than $3,000, you know, and going gazelle intense. It has really been a struggle that way because, like I said before, I purchased this house in August of 2024, and that almost completed my savings. So I've been really just in the mind frame of just trying to rebuild my savings back up, because anything can happen. And if anything happens and I'm paying off the credit cards, guess what has to happen? I got to use that credit card all over again. So I feel like, let me save some money up to an amount that I am most comfortable with, so I won't keep dipping back in my savings or using the savings to pay off the debt and things like that. And then if anything happened, I could use my savings to pay for that thing, compared to if I'm using all of my extra money and don't have really no savings, I'm going to be back where I started with using these credit cards. So that's what happened with the Navy Federal credit card. The next highest credit card is my Discover card. Now, I've been trying to pay this Discover credit card off since like April. But to be quite honest, when I started looking at my savings account, and I was like, girl, you need to be focusing on this savings. Do you want to put $3,000 towards a credit card, or do you want to put $3,000 at your savings and get your savings up to about 5-6 months of expenses? And that's exactly what I did. Instead of me focusing on paying off that credit card, I put more money in my savings account, and now my savings account is at around 5, almost 6 months of bills and expenses. So now I feel more comfortable with sending chunks of money towards these credit cards. But my Discover credit card, I started off at $3,711.76. As of today, I'm at $3,847.83, because guess what? Your girl uses her credit card as well. I still have to make sure that I'm using some type of credit card, because I don't want them to close it. If they do close the other ones that I do not use, I don't want them to close the ones that I actually want to keep. So I've been trying to put like maybe even food on one credit card, maybe gas on another credit card and stuff like that, to, you know, to try to keep it open and keep it active so they won't close my account, even though I don't need to really be doing it, to be quite honest. I really don't need to be doing that, but I'm doing it just so they won't close my account. The next debt I have is, the next credit card, the next debt, highest debt I have is the collections account. Now, the collections account, the reason why I'm paying off the collection account is because before I purchased this house, anything over $2,000, the loan officer told me that I either had to pay that off or I had to get on a payment plan. So I got on a payment plan, and my obligation is to pay $115 every single month, and I've been doing that faithfully. I started off at $2,048.23. As of today, I'm at $1,818.23. So I'm very excited to see this debt go down, because this debt was in the high 2000s. So I know that, okay, me sending this $115 over here is really taking this debt down. And now looking at it on paper, I can kind of like focus on the collection account with paying that off in a month's time, compared to paying off that $3,000 credit card to the Discover. Although I know the credit card holds the higher interest rate, but it's like the debt snowball actually gives you those quick wins. And if I can get rid of that $115, the Discover credit card minimum payment is like around $100. I can be now sending that extra $100 towards that Discover credit card and actually getting that paid off. So that's what I think my plan is going to be moving forward. Go ahead and get rid of the collections account. Use that $115 every single month to put towards the Discover credit card and get that paid off too as well, because my goal this year is to pay off all of my credit cards along with my collections account. Then I'm going to be moving over to the student loans, and then I'm going to be moving over to the house. So my plan is to have all of the collections account and the credit cards paid off by the end of this year. And then next year, 2026, I want to be focusing on just the student loans. And I want to do that at least within 3 years, paying that off. I think I can do $10,000 per year with paying off debt. That will, 4 years. So that will take care of all of my student loans for 4 years. And then we'll be in 2030, I guess. Yeah, 2030, and then I can start focusing on the house. And what I said I want to do is I want want to have my house paid off before I actually retire from work. And as soon as I can retire, I am. I'm not going to be waiting around like all these folks still at the post office and they can retire and they haven't. But I want to make sure I have everything paid off first. Now, the next debt I have, because that's really supposed to be it, but your girl have added debt. Yes, I have added some debt. Yes, I have added some debt. And the one debt that I have added is Home Depot. Now, I did apply for a Home Depot card. I am sharing this card with someone else, so we will do the same thing that we are doing with the Navy Federal credit card, and that minimum payment will be coming out of the joint account. And the debt that I owe on that, because there wasn't a previous debt to it, so we just starting off with new debt, and that is $890.60. But I'm not gonna say what I love about it, because of course I don't love debt, but the only good thing about this is that the card gives us 12 months interest free, so I don't have to worry about paying any interest until 12 months. Because they had like a promotion going on, if you spend over $299 you get it interest free. So that's exactly what we did. We bought trees around the house, and I'm kind of like insert some videos if y'all want to see that. We bought trees around the house, we bought a barbecue grill, we bought different little things for the house to kind of like, get it summer ready and stuff like that. But $890.60 is what I owe on the Home Depot card. The next credit card is the Capital One Quicksilver credit card, and the balance on that is $297.84, because your girl have been putting her groceries on there. Because I told y'all I gotta use these cards so they will actually close them. I haven't used these cards since I paid them off, and I don't want them to close, because that is gonna drop your credit score. If you do not know, like you can buy just a piece of gum or something, or put a subscription on your credit cards so that they will see that you are using it and it's being active, and they won't close it. Now I gotta find something to put on the other ones, because I do also have Capital One Spark, which is still paid off, Capital One Saver, which is still paid off as well. The only one I'm using is the Quicksilver credit card, and yeah, $297.84 is on there, because I have been using that one for food. And the reason why I have been using the Discover and the Quicksilver credit card is because I get the largest amount of cash back rewards on there. I think I get 2% for food and gas on the Discover credit card, and I think I get the same thing from on the Quicksilver credit card as well. Or if it's not, it may be 1.5% cash back on the Quicksilver credit card. But I know I get something. I'm leaving here with something. So the total debt before, in the beginning of 2025 in January, was $332,963.27, which just blows my mind, because in your mind you're like, $300,000, I don't even make that at my job. That ain't even my salary. It ain't even close to my salary. It ain't even half of my salary. So it's like, oh my God, what did I get myself into it? But I have a plan. I know that if I would just work the plan and just focus on the plan, I can get this stuff paid off, hopefully before I die and leave this earth. Because that's what your girl is more so focused on. Being able to enjoy her retirement years, being able to retire, being able to just leave work whenever she can, because she don't have all of these bills. Because a lot of people I ask at work, why haven't they retired? And they can, and a lot of them tell me because they still got bills, they still owe on their house, they bought new cars and stuff like that. And it just blows my mind. Even with my own family, my dad is actually talking about buying a new car when he retired, and I'm just like, why would you want to add, why would you want to add a bill? When I retire, I don't want to have no bills except for the main bills. I don't want to have no big major bills. So let's get into the final number 6 months update. Although I added 2 more debts, well, really not, only added 1 more debt, but I started back using that Capital One Quicksilver credit card, and the total debt as of today is $327,891.78. So that's $5,071.49 that I have paid off in 6 months, which I'm excited about. I'm not going to beat myself up over it, because I know, deep down, I know I could have done way better than $5,000. But I do also know that some of that money went in my savings as well. If you do not know, I use my money that I made from social media. I split that money 4 ways. I put 25% into taxes. I put 25% back into the business. I put 25% inside of my business saving, and then I give myself 25% to do whatever it is that I want to do. So that is my 6 months debt-free journey update. Let me know in the comments, how much debt are you in? Let's start this debt-free journey together, and I will see you guys in the next video.